Welcome guys to another tutorial. Today I will be showing you how to teleport players between places. So, what actually are places? Let's say you want players to teleport to another place for a 1 versus 1, where there are only the competitors, no one else. That's where places come in handy, and today I'm gonna show you how to teleport players to another place. First of all, to create another place, we go to View and click on this little icon in the top left. This is called the Asset Manager. When you open it, there will be 6 folders. For now, we will focus on the Places folder. Double-click to open it. The first thing you'll see is the main place. It always has this spawn location icon. This place is the place players get teleported to when they click the play button on the website or mobile app. If you right-click on the empty space in here, you can actually create a place by clicking Add New Place. That's exactly what we're gonna do. You can also right-click on the place to rename it, copy its ID, and even remove it from your game. I'm gonna rename it to something random just for this video. Okay, now let's get to the teleporting. So I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing this, teleporting when a part is touched and teleporting when a button on the screen is clicked. Let's start with the simpler one, which is the part touching. We have to add a server script inside the part. Now, let's create variables. The first variable is TeleportService. So this service handles teleporting. It's self-explanatory. The next variable is the place ID. You get the ID by right-clicking on the place and selecting Copy ID to Clipboard. Then you can just paste it in the script. We're done with the variables. Now let's get to the teleporting. So first, we get the part by writing script.Parent. Then we write Touched, which is an event that gets fired when a part is touched. Then, we connect the event to the function and get the variable hit. This variable represents the object that touched this part. For example, as you can see, this part is currently touching teleport part, which means that this black part is now the hit variable. The AI assistant here made the whole code for me, so I'll just explain every line one by one. So first, we make a variable h, which we assign to the humanoid. We do that by writing hit.Parent. I'm going to show you to make it easier to understand. Okay, let's say this is my character. As you can see, the character is one model, which contains parts, mesh parts in this case. Now, let's say my right foot touched our teleport part. The right foot is just a child of the full character model, so when we write hit.Parent, we are referring to the full character model. The character model also has a child called Humanoid, which is the instance we need. The humanoid contains properties like walk speed, health, etc. Then we check if there actually is a humanoid, and if there is, we create another variable. In it, we assign the player with the function GetPlayerFromCharacter. And since the hit.Parent is the character, we just write hit.Parent in the brackets. And in the last line, we get the TeleportService, which has a function called teleport, which is used to finally teleport the player. In the brackets, the ID of the place has to go first, and the player second. To test this, you actually have to go in the real game, because you can't teleport in Roblox Studio. Before going, make sure to publish your game. Let's see. And it works. It looks the same as the main place, but that's because I accidentally published that place as the main one. But you saw the name of the place. Now, I'm going to show you the button click way, which is a bit different. First, we have to create a screen GUI in Starter GUI. If you want to create GUI in your game, you always have to add a screen GUI. Then we're going to add a text button in the screen GUI, which will be the button that teleports us. In the button, we add a local script, because GUIs can only be changed with local scripts. But before we do, we need to add a remote event in replicated storage, because teleporting can only be done with server's scripts, but the GUI has to be handled with local scripts. Remote events are a way for local scripts to communicate with server scripts, and vice versa. You'll see how we do it. Add a remote event in replicated storage and name it Teleport Event. The name doesn't really matter. Now open the local script we created inside the text button, and let's get to coding. Here we're going to need only one variable, which we will assign to the remote event. I'll name the variable remote. Now first, we're going to get the text button, which is the script's parent. Then we're going to write mouse button 1 click, which is an event that's called when the left click is clicked. There's also mouse button 2 click for right click and even mouse button up when the click is released. Then we connect this to a function. This time we don't have any variables. To see if an event needs a variable, just look up here. If there's nothing in the brackets, you don't need variables. So, when the button is clicked, we want to fire the remote, so the server knows that the button was clicked. All we have to do is write the function FireServer. That's it for the local script. To teleport the player, you have to add a script in server script service. We need 3 variables, the remote, which we get the same way we got it in the local script, then we need the teleport service and the place ID. Now, to actually check if a remote has been fired, you have to check for the event onServerEvent. We do that by getting the remote, which we are using for teleportation, and writing onServerEvent. There's also onClientEvent, which we use in local scripts and FireClient to send from servers to clients. We connect that to a function, and here we need a variable for the player that clicked the button. And here, we just use the teleport service to teleport the player. That's it, let's test this. As you can see, it works. When I click the button, I get teleported to the other place. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something. The scripts will be in the description. Thanks for watching.